can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know that.
All I wanna do is just take your money. All I wanna do is just take your money.
Since birth I've been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a million. I'm born in a million. Yeah, I'm born in a million. Yeah, I'm born in a million. All right now. You with me? I said, are you with me? Wake up to see my brand new horizon. The world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time. And it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low. The new sound has been found in yo.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. There to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one finds Austin out right. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
now Penix.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
Justin Jefferson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons 7, Jets nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's caught. It's Austin left side.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
They'll throw with Penix. Austin is there and brings in another one. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready, go!
Penix working out of the gun here.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
To the air, Penix.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
He finds Austin complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
A 43-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a back. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Here we go, set.
Henry again on second down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Jets at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Go!
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Ready, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Ready, ready.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Set. Bronco 80. Ready.
Henry is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Derrick Henry.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truth.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go, set.
A first down carry for Henry.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Ready, ready.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 40-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Ready, break. Come on, come on.
He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Okay, ready. Here we go, here we go.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Seven Pirates. Sack.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Jets 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set the kickoff.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Ready? Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Get up.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Set up.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Back to throw again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And he's got this to Jefferson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Timberwolf.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Completes it to Austin. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
They'll look to throw.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Henry up the middle.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons 17.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Let's go now.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Henry.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, shot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So second and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Go.
They'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Breaks through the contact. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's Penix. He's got his man. It's Pierce. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 3 quarters have come and gone. They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
Bronco 80. Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll throw with Penix. He's got Smith here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
They'll run for it with Robinson. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Penix working out of the gun here. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Penix. This one finds Austin out right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Jets 14. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. This to the 30.
Okay, ready?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 37-yard line.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Jets.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on, set.
And looking to throw, Penix. Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Down the right sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time, because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they can get the ball to the end zone.
Here we go.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And no hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Oh, boy, Derrick Henry shaken up after that last play and in some discomfort down there.
Ready.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Travis Kelsey from 4 yards out. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And oh, it's blocked. The Falcons have it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, in the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught. It's Austin.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Here's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's 1st and 10.
Check smash. Set up. Cowboy 80. Tiger. Hawk 70.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15.
Here we go. Set.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They've got his man complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Go! Check go!
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's 1st down.
Here we go! Here we go! Ready?
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,